Hey, it's Jack, and this is, I guess, entry, wait here, oh god, this is entry, I guess, 2 or 3, depending on how you count. Are you counting this, on my transition vlog? It's August 9th or so still counting down to my first endo appointment. I haven't started tea yet, but so no news there yet, but there is news. Things are going pretty awesome. So for example, today is like, this weekend I'm starting to move into my new apartment, and like just, I don't know, little tiny things that have been really awesome. We have this tiny little deck, kind of like, it's an enclosed porch, and ironically started calling it a sunroom because it's like 2.5 feet by 1 foot on the floor, on the ground. It's not a fancy sunroom, but this is how I put my rainbow pride flag there, and of course my partner was cool with that because he's my partner, so he might be a little queer too. But our sis and roommate was cool with that too, so I was happy about that. And because, he lives here too, and he has to be cool with, there being a giant flag in front of our house that says, like, hey, queer people here, or the people who live here are queer. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how fine I would be if there's a giant, like, straight pride flag right in front of my house. Not that that's the same, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I did a lot of moving of my stuff from my old place, that hellhole, yesterday with my boyfriend and with my family, or with my parents. My brothers are gonna come today. We were mostly just doing like light stuff yesterday, and we're gonna do like the heavy stuff, like the furniture and all that today. But like, I overheard my mom talking to my dad in the kitchen. Like, I was in a completely different room in the house. She did not know I was around even, and I overheard her talking about me. And she dead named me. Like, I'm not gonna... They call me by my birth name. And I think that's just gonna be a thing for a while. I can't do anything but accept that. I think that's just gonna be a thing. So I can choose to accept it. I can choose not to accept it, but I can't change it. So, okay. So they did name me. They did name me. Whatever. I kind of accepted it because it's not gonna change. But anyways, she misgendered me, like in a pronoun, and then like quickly corrected herself to my dad. Like, he gives a fuck if she calls me a he or not. Like, that was, for whose benefit did she do that, other than to be a decent human being? Like, she's not trying just to make me happy, she's actually trying. I don't know, that just... I'm really happy, and I pulled my partner aside, and I was just like, dude, like, I ever heard my mom say this, like, can you believe this? And he was like, dude, your mom does that on the phone with me, like, when you're not around. Like, obviously I'm not around them, they're on the phone together, the two of them. Like, yeah, she does that. She tries to refer to you in the correct pronouns, and I was just like, I don't know, it's just like, it seemed really, really difficult for them. And so I just filed it away as they don't accept me in my head, and I guess I didn't give room for the possibility of maybe there will be an adjustment period and it's actually quite fine. Like, there's more possibilities than wide open armed acceptance and like your parents are fucking transphobes. Like, maybe this is new and weird to them, But they love you, so they're gonna try to figure it out. I didn't actually think of that, but I think that might be what's going on. Okay. I can deal with that. Anyways, though, that was kind of cool. And yeah, I have like all my like not furniture stuff for the most part, and like my TV, like my laptops and stuff, moved over here, which is nice. I don't have like my bed and my clothes, but the really, really cool thing is that I'm simultaneously cutting down on I started living full time about a month before I moved, so I'm just cutting out all of the female clothing I'm not gonna ever wear again, except for like if I feel like doing drag for my wardrobe, which is great. I want to find like some way I can find like a recently out trans woman, or even, not even recently out, just like a trans woman who is, you know, vaguely my size and needs help affording clothes and could use my clothes. Like, hell, I know, like, I am by far not the least, like, or the most, or what's the word? I am not the most underprivileged trans person out there, and it is very difficult for me to afford clothing that fits my gender expression. So, I imagine it is very difficult for even more disadvantaged people to have the same thing. So, I'm trying really, really hard to not give my clothes to Goodwill, to not throw them away, to not just keep them when I don't need them. I don't know how to, like, connect to someone like that. I don't know how to find someone like that. And I don't know how I'm going to send them, like, when I'm pretty poor myself. There's got to be something. I don't know. I wanna create like a nonprofit that can connect like newly out trans men with newly out trans women, and then they can just swap their clothes and their makeups, and that just seems perfect. Why don't we do this? I feel like the answer to that question is I should do that. I should set that up. I have no idea how to do it. I also have an amazing name for URL, or amazing URL that I want to set up, but I don't want to say it out loud. And I want to start writing. I have been starting writing, but not as much as I want to. I kind of want to start doing some, like, writing on trans issues. Because, yeah, I don't know. Because there's, trans stories are so very diverse. And I think the more different voices we get out there, the better it's going to be. Just because every story is so different, and every person's so different. I don't know. I'm just gonna rambling. I'm so much happier in this video than I was in the last two. It feels really good to have a place to call my own where I am not in fear of being raped by my rapist roommate. I know he's a rapist because he told me he was. Or getting my ass kicked by my actually transphobic roommates. It's so good to be here. There's a cat. Can I see the cat? Can you see the cat? Can you see the cat? There's a cat. Oh, no, you can't see the cat. It's like a crazy person now. Oh, you get the cat. Aura! Hi, Aura! See. Alright, internet. I've delivered you cats. Now deliver me views. That's the deal. Alright. So, I guess this is almost 10 minutes somehow. So, that's, my transition vlog. Part 2/3.